I've built asset inventories. I've maintained system inventories. I thought I knew what an inventory was. Then I started going deeper into AI governance and I realized an AI system inventory is not what I thought it was. It's more complex, more layered, and more important than anything I've built in the traditional GRC program. Let me show you what I mean. Here's the assumption most GRC practitioners bring to AI governance. We think because we know risk management, we know controls, we know what an inventory looks like, we're ready. And we're partially right. The concepts look familiar, but the approach is completely different. The two things that stopped me when I went through this were not technical concepts, they weren't about machine learning or algorithms or model architecture. There were governance concepts I thought I knew, applied in a way I just never considered. The first one, mapping capabilities separately from systems. In a traditional GRC program, when you build an inventory, you document the system, the application, the infrastructure, what it's used for at a high level. So, something like a GRC tool, a SIM tool, a ticketing system. You capture the system and move on. In AI governance, it requires something different. You have to document what an AI can do, its capabilities, completely separately from the system itself. Here's why that matters. Take natural language understanding. That single capability might be powering your customer support bot and your complaints triage bot. Two systems, same organization, two completely different risk profiles. If you only document the systems, you miss the connection. You miss the fact that a bias problem or a failure in that one capability affects every single application it touches across the entire organization. In GRC, we already think about impact. A critical system like Okta or AWS goes down and the entire organization feels it. AI governance takes that same thinking and applies it at the capability level. It's not just which systems are critical, it's which capabilities are shared across systems. And that dependency is what most GRC programs aren't mapping yet. The second one hit even harder. In every GRC program I've worked in, when we map stakeholders for a system, we document the people who use it high level. So it could be the administrator or the business owner, the people who would touch it. So a team. AI governance expands that completely. For every AI system, you have to document the people affected by it, even if they never touch it, even if they don't even know it exists. Look at this chatbot inventory, two users, customer service agents, and product owners. That's who operate the system. Now, look at the stakeholders, nine groups, vulnerable customers who never log in, but the system is making decisions about them. The GRC team, regulatory bodies. For every one of them, they're affected by the system. And in a traditional GRC inventory, none of them would appear. This is where AI governance gets real. The risk isn't just to your organization. The risk is to the people your AI systems make decisions about, and your inventory has to account for them. The third thing that stopped me, misuse cases. In a traditional GRC program, we document what a system is supposed to do. AI governance requires you to document what it could be used to do intentionally or not. Look at X2, blocking escalation to suppress complaint data. That's not a failure of the chatbot. That's someone using a legitimate capability, complaint routing, to hide information from regulators. How about X4? Using chat data to profile customers without consent. Same capability that powers personalized support becomes a surveillance tool. These aren't hypotheticals. They're governance gaps waiting to happen. And the inventory is where you catch them, not after an incident. The rule is simple. Every use case has a shadow. Document both. I thought I knew what an inventory was. Three concepts changed that. Capabilities mapped separately from systems. Stakeholders who never touch the system but are affected by its decisions. And misuse cases documented from day one, not as an afterthought. None of those are technical concepts. All of them are governance concepts. And all of them require a more sophisticated inventory than anything in a traditional GRC program. The gap between where most GRC practitioners are and where AI governance requires them to be is not a skill gap, it's a mental model gap. And the fastest way to close it is to go deeper than the surface level familiarity. That's what I'm doing, and I'm bringing you with me. Next video, I'm going deeper based on what you tell me you need. So drop a comment. What part of your current GRC program do you think would need the biggest overhaul to handle AI governance properly? The answer is going to shape what I cover next. Subscribe so you don't miss it.